Welcome to our first official Facebook live stream as the Alliance for Community Empowerment. We'd like to welcome you to our broadcast today and remind folks to stay safe and stay home. Today, we just want to reassure folks and remind folks that I know there are a lot of questions about reopening, specifically the child care division, and when we'll get to some sort of normalcy here at the agency, which will be our new normal. I just like to reassure folks that it's all about safety first. Researching all the information that I have at my hands and my staff has at their hands, from federal government to local government to state government, taking in all the information we have in order to reopen safely. So at this current moment, I do not have a reopen date. There are plans to be safe, and there are plans to keep the workplace safe and to keep clients, children, and families safe. But there is not a stead, hard date to reopen our doors, because clearly it's all about safety first. So as I get more information from our funders and from the CDC and from whatever guidance I need to put together to reopen the agency safely, then you will know. This is a great platform. You'll get the information straight from me, hopefully every Friday at this time, 11:30, on our Facebook page. So continue to log in, continue to watch, and continue to stay vigilant and listen, and I'm sure you'll know as soon as I know, because I'll be sharing that information on this venue with you. So when we talk about reopening, the first thing we think about is safety. And what's really, really driving a lot of my decisions is our ability to have PPE on site for both clients and staff, and also to have all the things in place that ensure that folks are safe during this pandemic. Right now, the Early Learning Division is still in a state of pause. You should know that your director and her team are working very hard to put together the most comprehensive plan to keep children and staff safe once we're able to reopen. So that planning is not quick, and that planning is not easy, and we do not take this responsibility lightly. So what you should know is that Tanya and her staff are working hard to put together a comprehensive plan, and as soon as they have that plan together, they'll reveal that to all the staff and all the families that are connected to the Alliance. I'd also like to take this opportunity to remind folks about our upcoming annual meeting. This is an exciting time for the Alliance for Community Empowerment, because this will be our first opportunity to have an event celebrating 56 years of service to the community. During this event, we'll have community service awardees, we'll have scholarship awardees, and we'll share information and motivation to let folks know that we're not only here for now, but we're also here into the future. As I stated before, we're determining our new normal. Folks will remember our annual meeting was always this huge, wonderful event held at New Hope Baptist Church. Lots of family and friends and love, and traditionally, we all gathered in a large setting. Today, with COVID, we understand that those large settings are no longer possible, because it is, like I said, it is our mission, it is part of our mission now moving forward, is to maintain safety. So now we have our Facebook Live, and we're using that to celebrate our annual meeting this year. So May 27th, 4:30, please tune in. We've got a great program scheduled. Now I'd like to talk to you all about the census. It is really, really important. And I know you've heard me say this before, and I know you've heard folks, everyone from Alicia Keys to Count Dracula and all kinds of cool people talking about how important the U.S. Census is right now. Our numbers here in Bridgeport can be better. We know the state of Connecticut has a count rate right now of 62.8%. Norwalk, we're at 61.6%. And Bridgeport, we're at about 44.6%. And those numbers came off of the U.S. Census website just today. So we have some work to do here. I think it's important in all our communities that we understand that we need to be counted so we receive all the resources that we deserve and that we need to get past this pandemic. This is the perfect time to stand up and be counted and get the resources that we need and that we deserve in order to be a viable community. I want folks to understand, please, if you have any time over the next few days, complete the census. You could do it by phone, you could do it by mail, and you could do it online, and it is completely safe. I know it's a .gov website, and that's not always a sign of safety for us, but in this case, it is directly related to resources, and it is a safe place to give your information. It will not be shared with any other entity by law. So we want to remember to complete our census. The deadline for the census has been extended through October, and we realize that though we have a little time, we don't want to wait till the last minute. We want to stand up, be counted, especially now at a time when resources are being dispersed, and we definitely don't want to be left out in the future. So I also wanted to share with you today the great feedback that we've been getting from the community on the name change and the new logo. So as most of you, if not all of you know, as ABCD, we were here for 5 decades, almost 6 decades, doing great work in the community. Moving forward into the future with our new vision, our new logo, and our new name, we look forward to serving the community at a higher level of excellence and building on our past excellence, and not just doing what we've always done, but doing more for the community. COVID-19 has given us the opportunity to do more, and we will take this opportunity to build on the programs that the community needs in order to strengthen ourselves. Also, we'd like to thank the community for embracing this change. Change is not easy. It's never easy. And I understand that as well as anyone else. So thank you all for all your positive comments, all the Facebook posts, all the emails, and all the letters that I've received as the executive director, letting us know that we did the right thing. We made the right step at the right time, and that folks were ready for a change and to go in a new direction. Now I'd like to bring your attention to our brand new website. Today, we're going to take a little quick virtual tour on our new website, and I'm going to walk you through some of the pages. I am super, super proud of this website. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort, and I'd like to thank the expertise at AVP Production, because those ladies and gentlemen have done a phenomenal job bringing to life the vision that I've had and that the staff has for the agency. So if you go to alliancect.gov, you'll see a brand new face page. You'll immediately see what's happening at the agency right now. You'll see that we're not operating except through remote mail and telephone. You'll see a number to contact us, and then kind of a brief description of when folks will get back to you. Then you'll see some slides about some really cool images. You'll see about our mission, where we serve, some great information that'll scroll through, and they'll be updated regularly about the information that you'll be able to scroll through. Our mission, you'll see, has remained the same and will remain the same. For this time being, we are committed to our community. You'll see some great visuals, and then you'll be able to go right into each department by clicking Learn More. So quickly, with our early learning division, if you click Learn More, you'll see a menu to your, I'm going to say to your right. And then if you continue to scroll down, you'll see about all the programs that early learning has, the options for parents and children. You'll see some lovely photographs of all our beautiful children. And one really, really important aspect is the frequently asked questions that were implemented and inputs into this process. So we get a lot of the same questions over and over again. We don't want to waste folks' time or really get folks inundated with being on the phone or trying to get information that is readily available through a website. So we just put all the frequently asked questions right up here on the website, and hopefully that satisfies what most folks are looking for. And then if you scroll down, you'll see several other tabs. It'll indicate all the centers we have, all the programs we operate within early learning. You can request an application for care. There's community resources. Our current newsletter will be posted, and also there'll be a place for you to follow the events that are happening within early learning. Now we're going to turn to the next page, which is youth services. Again, really cool picture of actual participants in the program, young folks all over the city having fun. There's a description of the Lighthouse program and what they do every single day so well. Of course, this program has been transitioned to an online platform. They welcome individuals, children, and families to log on and participate in Lighthouse. You do not have to be currently enrolled in Lighthouse to participate online. So it's an open resource for all Bridgeport children and families. Great activities that went on in the past, and I'm sure they're trying to revive the best way to move forward. Again, frequently asked questions, same idea. Folks have the same questions. We don't want to waste folks' time hanging on a phone or waiting for a reply from an email, so we posted those answers right here on the website. Now I'd like to transition to our next page, and that's our energy assistance program. So this program is a wonderful program. It's been around for decades. As a matter of fact, I have some reminders a few minutes from now about this program specifically. But if you go to our website, you'll find out about all the programs that operate under energy assistance, which is financial support if you qualify for your heating source. You'll see, again, some frequently asked questions. And we do. Again, we get the same questions over and over again, and folks really need to know. So we think it's important that we share this information. This program is federally funded, and it is dispersed through the state. So the rules and regulations throughout this program are not Alliance rules. The Alliance for Community Empowerment would love to help everyone all the time. But because these funds are federally and state provided, we have to go by specific guidelines. And I appreciate everyone in the community understanding that. So if you scroll down into this website, you'll see lots of information, some frequently asked questions, but there's also some contact information in case we don't answer all the questions that you have. And we know we're shifting because of COVID. So if you don't find your answers here, please feel free to call the agency in both Norwalk, also in Bridgeport. And you could see, if you just scroll down to the bottom of the page, all the contact information is there. And finally, our last tab, or our last section of the website, is supportive services. Supportive services is a wraparound program that extends to all community members to give resources. If not to give resources, if you qualify, there's also financial resources that you may be able to receive according to your need. So we assist with folks applying and receiving their SNAP benefits, and there's a link right directly on our webpage on how to learn more and to apply for SNAP, which is formerly known as the Food Stamp Program. There's also program information about what the program stands for, how we work hard to get community members to self-sufficiency. The case management piece for these programs is the most important. So we have several professional case managers that will engage with community members on a daily basis, get information from them, and really put together a comprehensive way of meeting a person's needs with the community resources that are at hand. The caseworkers work really hard to stay up to date with what's available in the community due to COVID, a lot of things have changed. So a lot of the caseworkers work really, really hard in trying to stay connected and provide resources for all the clients that call into the agency. Again, there's frequently asked questions on this page, lots of great pictures of folks taking advantage of the programs that we have, and we are trying to reinvent these programs, whether it be online or a minimal amount of folks that we're able to help at one time over a longer period of time. We're going to create a new normal so we continue to engage with the community on a regular basis. Again, there's lots of information if you scroll down. I want to definitely remind folks, and I'm just going to wind it up. I know I've been talking a while about the website. I'm super proud of it. Please, please, please visit the website. Ask questions. If they're not answered on the website, please don't hesitate to ask us questions either on the Facebook. We have the inbox option on our Facebook page, or you could just call the agency and leave a message, and someone will get back to you within 72 hours. So as a final reminder for the Energy Assistance Program, we want to remind community members to please take advantage of the Energy Assistance Program. If you're not sure if you qualify, we could walk you through that. We could take care of that. If you don't know, we can get to the point where we can find out. So please don't be shy, don't hold back. Call us and apply for energy assistance. Our deadline for energy assistance is June 1st. So there's only a couple of weeks left in the season to give us a call, get us your information. Again, we do realize that there has been a lag in the U.S. Postal Mail Service. So let me get out and apologize. Let me get out front of this right now. I know a lot of folks have been waiting for applications in the mail. We have contacted the Postal Service in this area, and there is a slowdown in the mail system because there is a larger volume of mail going from place to place. So though I control a lot, I don't control the Postal Service. So we ask the community for your patience and your forgiveness ahead of time. And we're doing the best we can to get applications out to the community ASAP. And I know you're doing your best to get application information back to the agency. If in fact you do have the ability to leave home safely, we do have a drop box right out front, right downstairs at 1070 Park Avenue, where you'll have no contact and you could leave your information in the drop box in person if you feel like there's an urgency and the mail is not moving fast enough, which I understand. There's also that same ability in Norwalk, a drop box, an in-person drop box. Well, you will not have any contact with any case manager or any staff, but you have the ability to drop your information in the box, and you should have the faith and the encouragement to know that we collect that information every single day and we get it to the correct caseworker so we can complete your application. Again, I'm apologizing ahead of time for any delays in application processes, but there's certain things that we don't control right now, and we're doing our best to accommodate every single community member who'd like to apply for these programs. So finally, I'd just like to thank all the early learning teachers who are at home and working hard to send in videos and connect with their children and families. I spoke with Tanya and I speak with St. V often, and I watch. I do see the videos that are being posted, and I'm so encouraged by early childhood educators and family workers and specialists, site managers that continue to reach out to their families even though you're not seeing each other face to face. There will come a time where there'll be a new normal and you will be able to see each other again, but for now, you're doing a wonderful job of staying connected and staying safe. So I just want to encourage, if you haven't sent in your video of a story time or an activity, please send those videos to St. V, our media specialist. I'm pointing over here because he's sitting over here. And I want people to know that we really appreciate it. And more than that, the families appreciate it. And your reach goes way beyond early learning families. Alliance, we know we reach over 1,000 families a year. But with this new social media piece, we're reaching hundreds of thousands of families that aren't even enrolled in early learning. So thank you for that. You're doing a great job. Please continue to do those type of things. We're finally wrapping up this version of our Facebook Live. I'd like to just remind folks to stay safe. I heard Governor Cuomo say something really, really resonating with me the other day. And he said wearing a mask is a sign of respect. So right now, it's our new normal. When folks are ready to enter our space, we will be wearing masks continually and consistently. So wearing a mask for now and into the future is a sign of respect to the person that you're greeting, and it's a sign of respect for life and well-being now in our community. So respect each other, continue to care and love each other, and we will see you next week on our version of Facebook Live with the Alliance for Community Empowerment. In Bridgeport, like in cities throughout the country, barren streets, neighborhoods devoid of the sound of playing children, and eerily quiet intersections make up the landscape. Downtown looks more like a ghost town, and everywhere the absence of people walking and talking is itself deafening. We know, however, that soon, as we've done before, after world wars, terrorist attacks, or great recessions, we have what it takes for a comeback. That comeback, however, is up to you. Your actions will determine in part whether Bridgeport gets the funding it needs for essential services from the federal government. Services such as childcare, affordable housing, and educational funding will be needed for our rebound. At some point today or tonight, with your newfound available time, as you sit at home, fill out your census form online, or mail it in, or use the available telephone number. Be counted, be heard. You, your family, and your city are depending on you to do your part, so Bridgeport gets the services it needs. Maybe then the images of desolate streets and shuttered businesses we have become unfortunately accustomed to will become just a memory. Because of you, we'll have the resources to support our resilient efforts. Those resources and spirited Bridgeporters, no doubt, will bring life, vitality, and productivity back into our city.